Hi guys! After Black Lives Matter, leftists came up with the new trendy thing called Stop Asian Hate. New York Times makes a new article about the topic pretty much every single day to convince us that there is a surge in the hate against Asians. Let's see what's actually going on there and how we are getting manipulated here. Asian Americans are educated and hardworking, and as the result they are very financially successful. More successful than white people. The left traditionally neglects them. You can always claim that Black and Latinx earn less because of the white supremacy, but you can't really do this with Asians. And now the woke left created this narrative that there is a surge of a hate crime against Asians because COVID comes from China and now white supremacists want to kill every Asian as a revenge. What are the proofs of this ridiculous theory? The recent Atlanta spa shooting when they killed 6 Asian women. The shooter said he was targeting women whom he thought were sex workers and explicitly confirmed that this was not racially motivated and he had some sex addiction and that's the reason. Nonetheless, the woke left still consider this as a hate crime against Asians. Another proof of the theory is data. So hate crime against Asians in 2020 rose by 150% compared to 2019, despite the overall number of hate crime actually went down by 7%. As a scientist, I trust data, but I prefer to double check. So I found the original study. In US major cities, there were 122 hate crimes against Asians in 2020 and 49 crimes in 2019. 122 in the whole freaking year in the third most populous country in the world. There were 18,000 homicides in US within the same time frame. Basically, every day 50 people are being killed, and it's the same amount of the total hate crime against Asians in 2019. If you're Asian, the chance of you being a victim of hate crime in 2020 is 0.00065%. Hate crimes are disgusting, but is it really that important problem to put all your resources to solve? Plus, there were 1,700 hate crimes in 2020. Why do you care only about a small fraction of 7% related to one single race? Wouldn't it be more unifying and impactful if you fight for all races? And the answer is no, because you want to divide the society. Now there is one video which is being promoted by woke activists. At least 2 of my friends on Instagram actually share it. And I think this is the best example to show you how the leftist propaganda is being constructed. Basically, you have a Twitch streamer from South Korea and she went to Germany, and these are a couple of incidents of racism she caught while she was in Germany.
She almost hit me, right? Hi! Don't do it! Don't do it! What are you talking about?
Where are you from?
Hey, that's racist. I love Germany. Don't become racist, please.
Hey?
It's racist. It's racist. I will not.
My first reaction, this is totally disgusting and Germany is so racist. The girl probably just went for the weekend and she already got 4 different incidents. But let's calm down and analyze every incident and see whether it's related to racism or not. First of all, no one is wearing a mask, and this content is actually from 2019. Which means that this hate is not related to the pandemic. They never claimed it's recent, but you probably assumed that it is, and this is the trick number 1. Now let's look at the first incident when some stupid lady trying to attack the streamer. On the background you can see Lidl, which is a German brand of a supermarket. But then you have this red two-decker buses. This is not Germany, this is London, and it's actually a Camden district, and I found this place on Google Maps. This incident happened on another trip, at least several weeks apart. That's another trick. Now let's read the poster on the wall. It said Eid Mubarak, which is a Muslim holiday. End of Ramadan. There are several mosques nearby, so it doesn't look like white supremacy district, and we can safely assume that there are more immigrants in this area than white supremacists. Lastly, why do you think this is an act of racism? If you vlog on the street, there are constantly a bunch of people who are trying to interrupt your recording and do some weird stuff. I used to do some travel vlog, I know how it is. This stupid lady neither attacked the streamer nor said anything racist. Just scared the streamer. But you still think it's related to racism because of the second incident. And the second accident is actually the most disgusting. And the whole action happening in Berlin in some kind of a beer hall where everyone is deadly drunk. But I genuinely think that these guys were racist and rednecks from some small nearby towns. Incident number 3. This is again Berlin, and this guy is clearly doesn't look like German. And you can find a longer clip online, and he is actually telling us that he's from Turkey. Again, this guy has some alcohol and he's probably a horny Middle Easterner who wants to have some sexy time with lady, and he is a savage who can speak English beyond where you're from. I don't like his behavior, but is he really racist? I don't think so. The last accident happened in Cologne, Germany, and basically a guy dropped a coffee cup lid on the cameras of vlogger. We can't see his face, but he looks like white nationalist. But couple of frames further, you can see this happy girl recording everything. And what's so special about this girl? Oh, she has a Muslim outfit. Ooh, so I'm not really sure he was a white nationalist then. Looks like some obscene fun among teenagers, which is not really related to any racism. Now you might think, 4 different accidents is still too much. It must be because she's Asian. The truth is that every of her livestream video is from 2 to 4 hours. People are constantly approaching to her on the streams, and the majority of interactions are very friendly, but some of them are not. That's how it is. Now you might say this is just one of the video and you have plenty of different ones which shows crazy real hate against Asians. And there is actually an Instagram page called Asian Feed, and they collect all the evidence of disgusting Asian hate. So we can definitely find something here. Half of the videos here are actually about violent attacks related to robberies, and most of the guys involved are blacks or Latino. Is it really white supremacy or Asian hate? Or maybe the crime in US in the big cities are on rise because of pandemic and because of defunding the police? This kind of crimes are affecting all races. There is also this infamous video about a guy attacking an 84 years old Asian. It's extremely disgusting and there is no robbery, so maybe this is a case of white supremacy, right? Well, apparently the guy's name is Eric Ramos Hernandez and he is not white, and this video is coming from February 2020. At this time, WHO told us that COVID is not an airborne disease, and this video is definitely not related to pandemic. Another half of the videos in this Instagram feed is about people who are using racial slurs against Asians. And here obviously you have more white people involved. Usually these videos are about some heated conflict between non-Asian and Asian person, like someone doesn't wear a mask properly, or someone caused an accident, or anything else not directly related to race. They are screaming all the times, and at some point non-Asian person says like, go back to communist China or something even worse. Is it really racism or just person ran out of arguments? How many times on this very small channel people told me, go back to communist Russia, stop commenting on American politics, you're ignorant Slav? People are strongly disagree with my opinion, but they have no arguments to tell me why am I wrong. So they have their last resort to use racial slurs. Do I feel deeply offended or threatened by them? Not really. It just reaffirms that my point of view is right because they have no argument except these disgusting ones. And to be clear, racial slurs are not appropriate, but I don't think they're directly related to racism. The real racism would be if I go to some coffee place and they ask me where are you from and I say I'm Slav, and then they tell me okay, go back to your communist country, we won't serve you. This is racism, but it's not because they use the racial slur, it's because they refuse to serve me. And I'm not claiming that there are absolutely zero anti-Asian hates. I'm just saying that on this particular feed, all the videos I've seen are not directly related to the issue. So it's pure leftist manipulation. The Karl Marx original idea was that the proletariat will make a revolution against the bourgeoisie. But this has never happened after more than 100 years. And now leftists come up with new ideas. And instead of workers, they're using victims to bring them to the power. And the whole effort on the left is to divide the society and create more and more victims to fight against this virtual enemy called white supremacy. Obviously using completely fake narratives. Dear Asians and self-hating whites, please don't get yourself manipulated by these disgusting Marxist ideas. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye!